they're Kenning all over the place. They're Kenning all over each other. They're Kenning everywhere. And they're Kenning so hard that they're going to Ken themselves blind if they don't stop Kenning.
So we just went over the behind-the-scenes moments of this film and what it took to get the look and color of Barbie, including using every last bit of paint that was available to them. But today we wanted to go over the funniest moments and bloopers from this film.
We do like this move to the front. That felt very boy band to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't find that?
How does the move go again? what move? I think I have to
You know what?
see it
Forget
again,
it. Just
like
forget
a
it.
little more,
Just, I've nothing
but
to add.
articulate it a little more strongly.
But before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. With previous attempts, which two actresses were attached to the project to make the movie happen, but ultimately failed? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
It wasn't that it was Kenny and Barbie, it was rollerblades. It's really hard to say in the American accent.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
I found it just hard to rollerblade.
I just struggled with saying it. I really love that line. Yay, space. Actually, Greta and I used to just text that to each other randomly, like, yay, space.
Just looking at the trailer, you can tell that the cast had a lot of fun on set, and the glimpses that we see of the Barbie and Ken character, they did a pretty solid job at making it believable.
That's also why you have a second pair that are mirrored so you can reflect Barbie's greatness. Because that's really your job. You know, and she can use them to put on lipstick while you hide your sadness. So, 2 pairs of sunglasses. Clutch.
The director who co-wrote Barbie gave the behind-the-scenes insight into one of the most viral on-set moments from the making of the film, when its lead actors were pictured rollerblading in Venice Beach.
He's a pickup line
Kind of guy.
level. I think it's more like, hey, Barbie, you dropped this. Barbie, it's me, Ken. Remember me, Ken?
I made you a mixtape, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie, you dropped your phone, and I see you're on the apps.
It's tough to be a Ken. He's got abs. That'd get him somewhere on the app.
I remember pictures of this moment being released a while back, and it really put into perspective what the picture they were trying to go for in this film. How Barbie operates in Barbie Land is she's entirely continuous with her environment. She started explaining.
You're laughing at me.
I'm not laughing.
I'm also a huge, since Ryan's laughing at me, I thought it might be perfect to bring this up. I'm a huge Xena and Hercules fan, and Ryan was young Hercules.
Oh, I know.
And the world needs to know that.
I'm very aware of this.
Also needs to Google it right now.
Wow.
Even the houses have no walls, because you never need to hide because there's nothing to be ashamed of or embarrassed of. And suddenly, finding yourself in the real world and wishing you could hide, that's the essence of being human, the director said.
It's more,
Other than Barbie.
other than Barbie, exactly. Barbie was the inspiration. That's true.
It is, but they are all dolls, so they don't actually have sexual orientations because they don't have any organs or reproductive organs, we figured.
And it's always fun to watch the cast of any movie when they do the puppy interview with BuzzFeed.
Actually, the auditioning process for us was pretty chill.
It's trouble.
Oh, he just peed. Yes, because everyone seemed to want to...
Whoa.
Oh, no, he's eating it!
Oh, my.
Oh, no. They all want to eat it.
They all want to eat it.
That's
They all want to eat it.
less cute now.
During the Around the Table segment, the cast and creators talked about the inspiration for the overall film.
Quality in which the way people move, it's just if you saw anyone on the street looking like one of the background dancers in Oklahoma, you'd be like, oh no, something's wrong. But they're all
We can also enjoy the cast of Barbie playing some games during interviews, like finding out which character they really are.
I've gone with American Girl dolls.
Because the SNL sketch lately.
Oh no, I had them, and man, they got dirty. Those got dirty quick.
I'm going the Ken War. Oh!
What? I'm Ken. I'm Barbie.
So am I.
I'm Alan.
You're Alan.
You're so Alan, yeah.
And during this interview, Margot joked about the fact that she had to promise Ryan Gosling a present every day that they filmed. And by joked, I meant she actually did.
I had to promise him a present every day.
Yeah. She gave me, as Barbie, to Ken, a present every day.
Once I was like Ian, I was like, I'm a month in, but it'd be weird if I stopped now.
Yeah.
So what were the presents? At first it was easy to think of things, then it got hard for a little. It got abstract for a while.
And this really does seem like an interesting storyline and something to be expected from a Barbie movie because of the character, or doll, was created with a standard. Everything pink, living in a mansion at the start, so going back to reality or something that is deemed normal in our world. It would be interesting to see how Barbie would react in this situation.
Ken's would be if Barbie dropped something and she didn't notice it, and he got to pick it up and say, hey Barbie, you dropped this. She'd be like,
Thanks, Ken.
oh my God. What a day that would be. What a beautiful day that would be.
And even though the movie is based on the doll and transforming her into a character, the writers technically didn't have to start from scratch, as there are a ton of animated shows and films that portray her personality and something they could go off of.
When David and Tom would like start talking about like Bitcoin or something, like Greta and I'd be like, they're being such Kens. They'd talk about golf, we're like, stop being Kens.
Mine is actually really
Like, can I move there?
Yeah.
I need health insurance. Hope this interview goes well. No, I'm just kidding.
Ryan Gosling actually gave advice to people that have an actual Ken in their lives.
What's your best advice?
Congratulations. And that is Barbie.
That's right.
Is that how your Ken is? Do you have strong energy?
Oh, beyond. The only thing different is he spells his name with 2 N's.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
that's-
spicy.
That's the most Ken thing I've ever heard, actually.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
Tonight on Kiss FM, Margot Robbie promotes her latest film.
How does that
Guys, that makes me so happy. You have no idea.
And there were a ton of moments when Ryan talked about his Kenergy, as he calls it, and the fact that he had to study the character as he really only knew Ken from afar. But Robbie obviously helped him with that.
First, I want to point out the incredible Kenergy I'm feeling right now.
Wow.
I feel like you have Kenergy, and it's impressing me.
My friend.
My bro homie.
My bro homie.
And believe it or not, there is actually already talks about a sequel to Barbie, which some may already be excited for without even watching the movie, because they have high expectations like I do.
At one moment, I was like a human male in my backyard picking up a Ken doll, and then like somehow magically I had become that doll, and I was being picked up now by Greta Gerwig. And like the only way to become human again was to just follow her very specific direction.
According to Time, Robbie has been involved in conversations about more Barbie movies. It could go a million different directions from this point, she says.
So many things they did so funny, but there's this one scene where he's throwing all of Barbie's clothes off the balcony and having like a full meltdown. And there were such tricky Barbie names to say, like Pajama Jams in Amsterdam, and like, honestly, we were crying.
But I think you fall into a bit of a trap if you try and set up a first movie whilst also planning for sequels. The movie is already almost 2 hours, but there is a ton of story to tell and could be more.
What was the waxing tanning process for you this? Because it was you.
We don't discuss these things in front of Barbie.
Okay.
Okay?
That's fair enough. But were
Because
the,
Barbie doesn't even know that these things happen. She doesn't need to know.
were the abs painted on? Was that makeup? I couldn't tell.
Again, Barbie doesn't need to know any of this stuff.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, after numerous failed attempts to make a Barbie movie, both with Amy Schumer and Anne Hathaway attached to the project, Robbie personally made it her mission to make the movie happen. She was actually the one to pitch the idea for the movie with her friend she works with for producing outfits.
Maybe you have a Barbie swoon.
Maybe you have a Barbie swoon. Yeah. But it's
Maybe
a
have
party. This movie is a party, and everyone is invited. So get your Barbies and Kens together. Oh my, you are good! Careful, we are in a writer's strike. Jeez! I know, sorry.
We're Lucky Chap. This is our company, this is what we do. This is why we should be the ones to make a Barbie movie. We of course would want to honor the 60-year legacy that this brand has, Robbie told Mattel.
I do remember when I texted you about it and I was like, are you around to talk? And you sent me a picture of your cat in the bathtub and you said, I'm very busy.
And you were like, just kidding, I have nothing but time.
But we have to acknowledge that there are a lot of people who aren't fans of Barbie, and in fact aren't just indifferent to Barbie, they actually hate Barbie, and have a real issue with her. We have to find a way to acknowledge that.
America, did you know any of these women before filming?
No, I didn't know Margot at all. Issa, maybe we like said hi at events.
We were on a whole panel together, America. It's fine. I wasn't memorable on it, but that's
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What were your thoughts on this, and are you excited to see this film? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
When I went to pay the bill, the waiter was like, it's already been taken care of. And I was like, what? By who? And they're like, by John Cena. And I was like, where's John Cena right now? Because I've worked with him before. He was over in the corner. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm working on this. And I was like, oh, we're shooting at Leavesden as well. Come be a merman. And he was like, okay.